Hi there, my name is Norman Pool with myEcon. Welcome to another episode of How to Improve Your Credit Score. Today's topic is 5 common credit scoring myths. If you want to raise your credit score, you must be able to tell credit facts from credit myths. And there are a lot of credit myths getting tossed around the internet, and people are buying into them left and right and paying the price of lower scores. Don't let this happen to you. Stay tuned to see if you are buying into these 5 credit myths. Hey there, Norman Pool here. Hey, I'm looking for people to join me and my team on the 2020 Vision team of myEcon. People who want to change their circumstances, change their life, who don't want to live from paycheck to paycheck, who want to see financial freedom in their life, who want to change everything currently what's going on in their current situation. Maybe a lack of finances, poor credit scores, lack of freedom, you name it. They want to do more for their family. Maybe they don't have a retirement or whatever it is. myEcon and the 2020 Vision team can help you accomplish those things. It can happen in a year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years, where you can be financially set free, having enough residual income coming in where you don't have to work a job, where you can travel the world, and you can enjoy life and do your home-based internet business anywhere in the world where you have an internet connection from your cell phone. And we give you free training, a free marketing and training app. No other team of myEcon besides the 2020 Vision team provides this. There's no greater value because we give you everything that you need to win. So I would like for you to join me on my team. Just see the link below or above, wherever, depending where this video is being displayed at, and click and join the 2020 team. And right now, the introductory price is $19.95 and a monthly price of $34.95. And there's no upsells. We will not ask you for any more money. You can't beat that for starting a home-based business. Try to start a business with McDonald's. You're going to have to come up by, $500,000 to $1 million or more to even start a business. They have a franchise with McDonald's. How about a haircut place like Great Clips? You're going to have to come up with $300,000. You name it. Here, we're not asking you to come up with hundreds of thousands of dollars or $1 million to start a home-based business. We're just asking for an initial fee of $19.95 and a monthly fee of $34.95. And believe me, if you truly are part of this team and you work this business, I will guarantee that you can be financially free in a year to 3 years time where you don't have to work another job. You'll have enough residual income coming in, $10,000, $20,000, $40,000, $100,000 per month. It all depends how much you want to work and put into it. Yes, you can have this. It can be yours. So join my team today. Click the link below. Thank you. Hi there. It's Norman. I'm back here. Let's talk about the 5 credit scoring myths. First of all, myths and misinformation abound in the world of credit scoring. Here are 5 of the most common credit scoring myths and the truth in the matter. 1. Credit scoring used for pre-employment screening. Fact. Credit scores are not and have never been used by employers for employment screening purposes. Employers don't even have access to credit scores. However, credit reports, which are different than credit scores, can be used for employment screening purposes, but only if you provide your overt permission for the report to be assessed. The idea that the credit scores are used by employers stems from the fact that the terms credit report and credit scores are often used interchangeably. However, the terms are not interchangeable whatsoever, since credit scores and credit reports represent two entirely different products. Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, and even the credit bureau's trades associations have gone on the record over and over again stating that credit scores are never provided to employers. There's no doubt that credit scores do wield a lot of power. They can affect your insurance premiums, determine your eligibility for loans, impact your interest rates on loans. However, credit scores cannot influence an employer's decision to offer you a job. 2. Spread balances to increase credit scores. Fact: spreading out credit card balances over multiple credit cards can actually have a negative impact upon your credit score. Credit scoring models like FICO and Vantage scores use a variety of factors to determine scores. The second most important metric in credit scoring is a debt load, or the amount of type of debt on your credit obligation. The fewer accounts you have with a balance, the better it is for your credit score. Having a credit score with a zero balance is also very likely to have a positive effect upon your credit scores, since cards with zero balances have a limit to time ratio of 0%. The debt to time limit ratio is a term used to describe the relationship between your credit card balance and your credit card limits. When it comes to credit cards, the best strategy is to never resolve balances from month to month. However, if you are already in over your head in the credit card debt department, then it's best to find an effective way to pay down your credit cards rather than spread out the balances. If you cannot afford to pay off your credit cards, a conciliation loan might be worth considering, as long as you have the discipline not to charge your credit card balances back up once you have paid them off. 3. You have 3 credit scores. Fact: despite that you might have heard or read you have significantly more than 3 credit scores, you virtually have closer to 80 credit scores when you consider all of your different FICO and Vantage scores credit scoring models that are commonly used by lenders. FICO alone has some 65 credit scoring models commercially available from 3 credit reporting agencies. Credit scores exist to predict borrower risk and different flavors of credit scoring. Models are built to help predict different types of risk. For example, insurance companies rely upon scores to help predict the risk of someone filing a claim. Lenders use credit risk scores to predict the likelihood of a consumer becoming 90 days past due on an account within the next 2 years. There are also scoring models that predict the likelihood of a consumer filing bankruptcy. If a consumer will respond to a credit card offer and the likelihood that you'll be a profitable borrower, no one has just 3 credit scores. 4. Value of account age loss when credit cards close. Fact: closing a credit card account does not cause you to lose the value of the age of the account. Credit scoring models will still consider the age of the closed account when calculating your credit score, as long as they are still on your credit reports. Closed credit accounts even continue to age after they have been closed. It is certainly possible that closing a credit card will have a negative impact upon your credit scores, but not because closing an account on your card has an effect on the age of the account. The real reason closing a credit card account might lower your credit score is because closing an account could possibly increase your debt to limit ratio. The debt to limit ratio is a relationship between the balance of your credit cards relative to the credit limits on your open, as in not closed credit cards. When you close a credit card, that credit limit on the card will no longer be used to calculate your debt to limit ratio. Therefore, when you close a credit card, your scores will go down because the debt to limit ratio will likely go up. That's why it's best to keep your credit cards accounts open. And finally, 5. Credit scores reward you for debt. Fact: credit scores significantly reward consumers who do not have a debt, especially consumers with zero credit card debt, and credit scoring models punish consumers who have too much debt. The idea that you need to carry a lot of debt to have a good credit score is completely false, and is perpetrated by those who either don't understand credit scoring systems or have a backbone to pick with them. This particular credit myth has become a very popular one due to the fact that many self-proclaimed financial gurus on TV and radio like to spread the false idea that you have to be in debt in order to have a higher credit score. A whopping 30% of the points in FICO and Vantage scores, credit scores, are driven by the amount of debt on a credit report. The fewer accounts you have with balances, the better it will be for your credit scores. The more debt you have and the more accounts with balances, the lower your score will be. And thank you. That is your 5 myths. Hey, Norman here once again. If you found value in what I just gave to you, please hit the like button down below. And if you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button and hit that bell icon as well. And they'll give you notification every time I give a new video of new information of how to improve your credit scores. All right, thank you for subscribing and liking this video. Thank you very much.